Hi everyone, welcome again, and thank you for joining me today on Business Talk. Sharing legitimate online business stories. Over 100,000 people around the world, from different backgrounds, from different industries, nationalities. We've all realized that we can build a legacy for our children. We can be financial free, no debt, and still work at the same time through doing a legitimate online business. So today we're going to share a little bit more in depth about a lady called Oluchi. Oluchi is from the UK as well. I won't say a little bit more because I'll leave it for her to tell us more about her background and who she is. So don't go anywhere. I'll bring her back. Hi, Oluchi.
Hello, Monica. Good afternoon. Oh, sorry, it's morning.
It's still morning in the
Good morning in the
UK.
UK. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, so I was telling people who had just started to watch us about our online business and how we can build a legacy for our children, be financial free and debt free, to share our story so that people out there can know that there is a legitimate business somewhere. So today you are here, so they want to hear your background, who you are, where you're from, and everything. So I'll leave it for you to do the introduction.
Okay, thank you very much, Monica. Hello, viewers. My name is Oluchi Emestowum. Originally from Nigeria, but I'm living in the UK, just as Monica is, with my family. I'm a mom of 4 kids. Very young kids actually, and I work in the healthcare industry. But I have a degree in business information systems, but I am not practicing that obviously because of my family. I wanted something that I could work around my family. So this is the reason. Um, One of
So
the reasons anyway.
how old is your youngest child?
My youngest is 10 months plus. She's almost 11
Whoa,
months.
amazing. Well done.
I know. Thank
Well
you.
done. Yeah. So when did you start your online business and why? You want to hear that.
Yes. This business, it is actually I and my husband that discovered this business. So we found out about the business during the pandemic, but we had to take our time, Monica. We just wanted to make sure it's the right thing for us.
Yeah.
So it was last year, that we actually said, yes, this is what we wanted to do. So we officially started this business last year, 2021. And yes, and what other question did you ask?
I said, why? What was the reason why you and your husband decided to start an online business aside your jobs, your regular jobs?
Okay. So like I said, it was during the pandemic, that we were looking for something, to be honest. The pandemic is like a game changer.
Yeah,
It changed a
it
lot
was.
of
Yeah,
yes, it's changed a lot of things
yeah.
for a lot of us. So during the pandemic, few things happened, because I work in the hospital, so during the pandemic, the hospital was, what was happening in the
Mm,
hospital.
mm,
And
mm.
that same period, I also got pregnant for my baby. So
Wow.
so we needed something, obviously, because we knew that we couldn't just continue like that. So when I was
Yeah,
pregnant, I wasn't able to to keep on doing my shifts in the hospital
yeah,
because I was then classified as vulnerable, a
yeah,
vulnerable staff.
yeah, yeah.
And yeah, and because I work as a flexible staff, so I only get paid when I work. So so with all of this scenario playing out,
Mm,
our income was impacted, and we've
mm.
got very young kids to look after. So at that point, we knew, yes, we need to make this move now. It has to be now. And trust me, the regular shops are all closed down. They were locked down everywhere. We started looking online. And then going online, there were a few cautions there, because we've been victims in the past. of all of these,
Yeah. Yeah. Like me. Yeah.
capable of that. Yes. So we
Yeah.
wanted to be very careful, and that was the reason why we had to take our time, to make sure that this is what we want,
Yeah.
because we are people of integrity, and we don't want to jeopardize our reputation, for
Mm,
anything online.
of
So
course.
that was the reason, we said yes. So yes, we actually found out that this business was all right, what we were looking for. Like, number one, it's legitimate. It's very
Mm,
important for us to make sure it was legitimate. And then we looked at the potential in the business. It just was what we were looking for. That time control, to be able to
yes.
work from the comfort of our home. As a
Exactly.
mom, and this is one of the reasons why I'm not doing my regular profession, because I couldn't do the regular 9 to 5. I have kids, so I rather do something flexible. That's why I work in the hospital.
Of course.
But
Yeah.
with the hospital, yeah, even with the hospital, it's still a little bit controlled. Like, I have to physically leave my home at a particular time, and then I have to be at work, and I have to, it's like restricted. Everything is on schedule, and that was not good for my growing family. I needed to be very super super flexible. So when we attended the workshop, and we found out that this business could deliver on our two main needs, which is time
Okay.
control, flexibility, and financial independence. We wanted to have this financial control, have enough money. you know I know everything is not money, Monica, but then you need money, especially if you have kids, if you have responsibilities back home, and
We need money
the
to
job.
live. Yeah.
Exactly. And the job is just like, there's a particular money you have to earn depending on how many hours you work. So it's fixed, it's capped. And that's not what we wanted, because our needs were not capped. Our needs were numerous, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we needed that time control and financial flexibility. And this is one of the reasons. I mean, these are
Amazing.
the two main reasons. Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, I can relate with you quite a lot.
Yeah.
I think when you start a family, that's when you start to think about, whether what you're doing is right for you, and then you start thinking about how
Yeah.
can I support my children. Yeah, I can really relate to you. When I was about to start, like me, I was just on annual leave, and I was sitting there thinking about, oh my God, you go out to work, you come, you spend the whole day outside, busy career,
Mm.
no time. You go out and support others, but you don't have the time to, help your family as well. Which for me, it was breaking my heart, looking at my children and thinking about, how can I have that balance, my professional career and then my children, until I saw that ad on Facebook that changed everything for me. So yes, I can relate. Thank you so much for sharing with us. So what we want to find out, how are you able to combine your 4 kids needs, a wife, your healthcare career, and then this business as well?
It's that's one of the good things about this business. My family is just there. It's you can't compromise it. The
No.
kids are there. They've got needs that needs to be met.
Yeah,
So that is just there.
exactly.
So my kids,
Mhm.
yeah. So my family is topmost, on the list. And then talking about my job in the hospital. So at the moment, starting this business, I don't work like every day anymore. I only work weekends, Fridays, Saturday, or Friday, Sunday night. I usually do night shifts. That's what I do, because it balances my family needs. So Monday to Fridays, daytime, it's my family, it's my digital business. So because I'm doing it in the comfort of my home, so I can just 1 hour in the morning while I'm still doing my morning chores, looking after my baby, cooking, all of that. And then if I have an appointment, to attend, I also attend appointments. So my digital business is just very flexible. So
Mm.
while I'm doing my normal family routine as a mom and as
Yeah.
a wife, I'm still doing my digital business. I don't spend my whole day sitting on the computer. It's something I take on the go. So while I'm at the shopping, I can just spare 1 minute, respond to inquiries, so when I get home, do my family duties, cook, wash, change my baby's nappy,
Yeah,
all of those things, all of those
I
kind of
know.
a thing, and I have time for my digital business. So sometimes I do it when the kids leave for school in the morning. Then I have a little time, and my little baby goes to bed, like she's gone to bed now. So I have like 1 hour or
Mm,
so to do a few things on my business and then start getting ready for the afternoon return of my kids. So once they're back home, it's my kids now. So I face them, do whatever I need to do. And then when they go to bed again, I spend another maybe 1 hour or 2 hours, depending on what I have to do. And then spend another time with my business, digital business. So it's like my digital business, it's very flexible. It's not getting in the way for my family.
amazing.
And then weekends, it's my job now. So weekends, I just do like 2 shifts a week or maybe one. So I'm very flexible on that as well. So weekends I go to work in the night, and then during my break time I can do 1 or 2 things as well in my business if I want to. And then if I don't want, when I come back in the morning, have freshen up and all of that, I can still do something. So it's my digital business is not in the way. I can run it at my own pace. So this is how I manage it, and it's been
I
okay.
love it. I mean, you are doing an amazing. you are doing an amazing job. I really respect you for that. Like me,
Oh,
when
thank
I
you.
started, I was doing full time, and at some point, I realized, this is the point where I need to, drop my hours and then go into part time. So, luckily for me, I'm a part timer now, spending more time
Okay.
with my children, not worrying about my finances, enjoying life as it should be, um, thanks to this business. So, viewers and listeners, those who will be watching later, yes, this is some of the benefit that we get out of this business. So, what we want to find out from you, what is your favorite thing about our online business?
See, one of the favorite thing I like about this business is that I work on my own terms. I'm not under pressure because as a busy mom, that is the least thing that I want to happen. I want to be facing, being under pressure, deadlines to meet.
Yeah,
No, I don't want that. So I like that flexibility, that peace of mind to be able to, work on my own pace. And I so much enjoy the mentorship and the coaching support that we get, on this business and also from my other business colleagues. So the thing is, because I'm not, even though I have an IT career, you know, it's so different from what I'm doing in this digital business. So having that support, the training, from my mentors, coaches, is a community of people that are so supportive. It makes it so easy for me. Sometimes, I become so lazy to find out things myself. I just ask somebody, just tell me, what is this? How can I do this? And then I get the answer like really good, not judgmental, in a loving way. And it's good. I like the fact that we're not competing with each other. So it's like
yeah,
very
yeah,
relaxing.
yeah,
It's so
exactly,
good. Like we're all independent entrepreneurs and we're just running our businesses, helping each other. I like that so
exactly,
much. Yeah, so I like that. I like the flexibility, no deadline to meet. I like the support we get, like all the way. It's a global business. So every time of the day when I go on a support group and then to ask for questions, there's always somebody who is awake, available, no matter what time of the day it is. And that is really huge. And the training is there. I like the training that we get. It's world class, Monica,
it
the
is,
other
it
day.
is.
Yes,
I
the
mean,
other day
it's amazing.
it
It's
is, yeah,
amazing.
because the other day I had an opportunity to attend like a mastermind, not in our business. It was about Dean Graziosi, and then they were talking about how much you pay for online courses and all of that. Oh my God, I was so like amazed. I was so surprised. Like people are paying
That you
like,
get it free.
yeah, people are paying as much as 4 figures to get like a course that will just last for 3 hours, 4 hours. I'm like, oh my God. And here we are, we've got like world class training, most of our business colleagues are professionals in their fields, and everyone is, bringing up their skills, supporting each other, sharing knowledge. It's massive. And I was
It
like,
is.
oh my God,
It
thank
is.
you.
It is
I said,
exactly.
I had to do a lot of gratitude. I said, Father, thank you for this community.
Oh,
Now that I get all of these at no extra cost, it is huge. So the training is so video based, like short videos. I watch
it
them
is.
again at my pace whenever. It's honestly, I like the masterminds. I like everything about this business, Monica.
It is. It is. It's just amazing. Like you think, because for me, I've never done any business in my never. And when when things started unfolding, like the pandemic, we started professional started thinking about, oh, actually, digital space, we can, use the digital space to, build our own, legacy for our loved ones. Um, and then when I was looking around at, like you, I lost money in various businesses until I
Mm.
chanced on this one. And I said, why didn't I see this earlier? I mean, it's like, you keep talking and talking about the benefit that we get out of this,
Yeah,
in terms
yeah.
of, you don't have to, do any direct selling, because
Mm,
if you're working like me, a social worker, busy career, you wouldn't have the time to, do the
mm,
selling aspect of it, where we got the automation system where most of the things is done for you. So you
mm,
don't really need to spend a lot of time doing things that you should be doing, because it's automated, which is
mm.
amazing. So
Yes.
what we want to find out from you is, what has been the impact, because that's the thing that people want to hear. Okay, we hear about this business all the time. So if I come, what would I get? What has been the impact of this business on your life?
Oh, thank you very much, Monica. So starting this business, it's like an adventure, like going into something that I've never done before. It's like an adventure, and it's been like exciting, all the way. But then I must tell you that there's been a lot of I have had to leave my comfort zone, a number of times, because, like I said, most times when my kids have gone to bed, I spend extra hour or so, staying up late, just to run my business. So one of the first things that happened to me is when I realized that this business was not a scam. Like when we had our first payment, like on the business, I was like, oh my
Mm,
God, payday. So it's actually true that,
right.
it's real. So we got that payday, and it was like, yes, it was like a consolidation, like a
Mm, mm,
confirmation. So, so that actually cleared all the doubts, and that actually showed me that, this business can actually produce results. Apart
yeah.
from the results that I see from my colleagues, people earning, what they make in 1 year, making it in
Mm-hmm.
months,
Mm-hmm.
all of those. So, but when I also actually experienced that, I knew, yes, this is it. And I saw that the potential in the business is just huge. It just keeps
Mm,
going.
mm,
Like,
mm, mm.
like every other legitimate business, you have to build a business, and which is the aspect of leaving my comfort zone, like I said. But then the potential in this business is huge. Like the
It
earning
is.
is uncapped. So, that alone is keeps me going, every day in this business. And then another aspect of the business that I'm so much enjoying is that personal development.
Mm-hmm.
It's very rare, to get businesses that can, develop you. It's just about, maybe sell, make profit, and all of that. So this business, apart from the earning aspect of it, I'm also getting to develop myself in so many things, skills, interpersonal skills,
Yes.
both business skills, IT skills, things I didn't know
Yeah.
before, even with my
Connections.
profession.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, and then meeting people, connections. I'm
Mm,
meeting connections, like people
mm,
every day.
mm.
People from different. I'm traveling different
Yeah.
countries, like getting exposed, time zones, getting used to all the time zones, and understanding things about other people. And
Exactly.
yeah, so these they're really huge benefits that I'm not really taking for granted, to be honest. And then I don't know if I mixed anything again, because there are just a lot of benefits that this business
I
has.
know. We
being
do
on social
lose
media.
track sometimes. Yeah. Hmm.
Pardon?
I said sometimes the benefit we do lose track of what we should say. We keep on and on and on and never stop. Is it?
I
Um.
know, yeah, because
Yeah.
sometimes
It's
you even
amazing.
overlook all these benefits. Like, coming on Facebook, doing go lives is something I would never have done,
Mm. Myself.
without this business. Yeah, I would never have done that because I've always been a private person. I just keep to myself. It's amazing that I can be sharing my stories, getting this kind of exposure. It's all
Exactly.
thanks to this business, helping people out there, to also build a life that they desire, impacting people's life. Every day, sometimes when I put out posts there, people say, "Oh my God, thank you. I so much like this post. It's actually encouraged me." You're impacting people's life. So the business
Exactly.
is not just impacting me, it's impacting those around me. And I feel so happy about that. And
I've seen few
that's it.
comments, but I'm really sorry. I'll read your comments later. So we keep going on and on. So what we want to ask the last question is what is the biggest advice? If someone out there, people watching, want to ask, how can I start online business? What should I do? Should I start? I shouldn't. Any advice? People watching or who will be watching, people will be watching later. Any advice to them?
Yes. So those that will be watching and those that are watching, it's just one simple thing you need to do right now. Now, if your mind is telling you, I want a better life, that's just the thing. You feel like this is not what I should do. I mean, this is not where I should be. There has to be more to it than this. Then that's the first thing, to tell you that yes, I need to make a move. And once you have that thing in you, because it's just you that will know what you want. So when you have that thing telling you, that inner heart telling you this, the first thing you need to do is to reach out to Monica. If you've got access to Monica, reach out to her, and then she'll help you, show you the link, because we all started this business with watching this free workshop that we hold. And today is Thursday, it's a workshop day. So how good. So what you need to do today is we have live workshop every Tuesday and Thursdays, 5 p.m. Pacific time, and you can have access through the link, that Monica will send you. If you have access to Monica, reach out to her. She'll send you the link, or even on her page. The link should be everywhere anyway, or even on this chat, the link popping up and all of that. So yeah, so reach out to her, and then she'll send you the link. And then you watch the workshop. The workshop is a place where you make your own personal judgment about the business.
Yeah.
It's about you yourself deciding, because we're all different people. The
Yeah,
way
we
we
are.
the way we perceive information, the way we understand
Yes,
it, is different based on our needs. So you are the
exactly.
only person that can make that judgment. And the only way to be sure is to watch our workshop. If you don't want to wait for the live one, especially if you're in the UK, it's about 1 a.m., which is a bit late. You can always watch an instant replay. We have
Yeah,
instant replay. It's a good thing about the business. You can always, work it around your schedule. So watch the workshop, invest this time, of your time into something, that you can build and leave behind for your kids, a lasting legacy. So once you watch that workshop, you'll be able to decide for yourself, see things for yourself. Honestly, it's free, it's not obligatory. You don't have to, it's not like you have to, but just for you to find out. So watch the workshop and see if it is right for you. You can even watch it a number
exactly.
of times. Sometimes you watch it once, you feel like, oh, I don't think I got it this time. Watch again.
Yeah,
And then if at the end of the day you still have questions, by all means, reach out to Monica. If you have access to her, reach out to her, and then she'll put you through. And then from there, you take the next step, into the program. And the truth is, a lot of us have one regret. We should have started earlier, like Monica
yeah.
was
That's
saying.
that's the
Why did we
thing.
not
Yeah,
find out earlier?
exactly. That's the
But,
thing.
yeah,
That's what
but
we
I
always
believe
say, don't we? We should have
that's
started
what a lot
earlier.
of us always say. Yeah, where was this business? I also thought, like, if I had found this business, why, before I started having my kids, or maybe when I had my first child, I'd probably be better off. I wouldn't have gone through a lot of stress, working stressful nights, 5 nights, this night, no sleeps. Oh my God, all of that. But the truth is, the best thing is, now is the best time. If this is the time you're getting to see this, grab it. Honestly, grab it.
Yeah.
And
Thank you
so
so
that's
much
my
for today.
advice.
We really appreciate your time. So quick one. We're reading the comments, and Zenny says, "I'm watching from London. Edwin say hi, ladies, watching from Cambridge, UK. Florence, hi,
Wow.
ladies. I'm enjoying the chat. LJ said everyone watching from Norway. Supani saying a busy mom of 4 young kids and running business. Clap for you. So we've got
Thank you.
we've got a few comments here. Philippines, someone watching from the Philippines. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. We really appreciate this. So we're running out of time, so I think we might have to bring you back here again sometime later, to continue the chat. So thank you so much for watching today, and thank you so much, Oluchi, for honoring my invitation. I really appreciate it. And then thank you, viewers, those who'll be watching later. Thank you so much for watching and for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Bye for now. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Thank you.